Doing a review for the all-time classic, The X-Files. Well, it's not really a review. I'm actually going through the whole comic book and reading part 1 of it. So I'll be posting the rest of the continuation to the ending in 2 weeks after I get this other part of the story. I'm gonna visit a free comic book shop. See if I can find it there, and make sure you guys come back so you can hear the rest of the story. It's very interesting. Remember the X-Files with Agent Scully and Mulder. And of course, they have Superman listed in here as a signature classic movie. It's one of his movies. College Park, Maryland, 4:12 p.m. Yes, whatever Agent Mulder caught from the X-Files is some kind of biochemical disease, and he is suffering. We're going to find out in the next story, in the next book, what happens to him, and this story is to be continued. Remember Agent Scully and Agent Mulder. We're talking about the longtime classic story called The X-Files. Hello and welcome everybody to the Spacequeenbarbie channel, and I'm going to be reading a comic book called The X-Files. Mulder, Scully, you remember them. They are a television show that did exist. Very good, good show. So let's go on and start. Written by Frank Spotnitz, The X-Files. Illustrated by Brian Denham. Colors by Kelsey Shannon. Letters by Ed Duckshire. Edited by Shannon Eric Denton. Created by Chris Carter. And of course, me, Spacequeenbarbie. I will be reading the book to you. So let's start here. He couldn't sleep. Falls Church, Virginia, 3:02 a.m. several weeks ago. He wouldn't answer messages or open his mail. For weeks, I was the only one he had to talk to. So 24 hours goes by. No, in the end, he wouldn't even talk to me. Please knock. The bell is broke. Hello? He was scared to death of what he would say. I got so worked up and so worried, I came back with the police. When he didn't answer, the manager opened the door. In my heart, I knew what they were going to find. The coroner said it was suicide. Who sent you to us, Miss Park? And Agent Colton, Tom Colton, He said this was your kind of case. I'm afraid Agent Colton gave you some bad information. We investigate the X-File cases. Cases that would seem to defy rational or conventional explanation. That's what this is. Miss Park, from your story, it seems clear your brother committed suicide. But he didn't. He was determined not to die, he said. That would be giving them what they wanted. Them? The government. He was a biochemist doing research for them, but it was all top secret, and they won't even admit he worked there. That's why I came to the FBI. Please, my brother was murdered. No one else will help me. What do you think, Scully? I think it's sad, but understandable. She can't accept someone she loved ended his own way. Maybe Scully, but we should check it out, just to be sure. Quantico, Virginia, 2:41 p.m. Finding anything? There's something strange about the forensics here, Mulder. Strange how? Cause of death is listed as a self-inflicted gunshot, but there are no powder burns or bruising, and there are rude abrasions outside the wound. Outside? What do you mean? Almost as if something existed or something exited his head, not entered it? I can't. You need to autopsy that body, Scully. Why not? It's already been cremated and the stake was it. This man's sister was right. Scully was murdered. You don't know that, Mulder. Then how do you explain those injuries leaving that man's head? I can't. Short of an actual autopsy, it could be nothing more than a trick of photography. They cremated that man's body to cover it up, and I'm going to prove it. College Park, Maryland, 4:12 p.m. I'm sorry that I'm not at liberty to even confirm Noah Park worked here. National security, you understand. We're not asking you to confirm it, Dr. Perman. We know that he did. It's not Noah Park we're interested in, Dr. Perman. We're investigating threats against your research facility, coming from someone who may blame you for Park's death. Huh? What kind of threats? National security. I'm not at liberty to say. What is it you want to know? I'm not trying to be a hard ass, but I'd violate federal law if I discussed his work with you. It'd be easier to help if you'd help us, Dr. Freeman. What exactly can you tell us? Short of a court order, only that we conduct classified research for the U.S. government. What kind of research? We're not a primary research facility. We essentially review and verify test results obtained elsewhere. Thank you for your time, Doctor. We appreciate all your time. Mulder, we got nothing from that man. Not quite nothing. Montgomery newspaper office, 8:22 p.m. It's a flash drive, alright. 1 gig. Recently used too. The directory shows Linux files with numerical molding, algorithms, static and dynamic link libraries, and data acquisitions in an assist environment. What did the files say, Langley? Bert, oh, they've been wiped clean, hollowed out. All I can tell you is what kind of files were on here, not what was in them. Hold on a second. The color of this flash drive is black and flu red, if I'm not mistaken. Buyers, you're a genius. Flu red, a 16th century color originating from the copper mines in the Sweden popularity used to paint frames or farms in the 19th century and still popular in Stockholm and Gothenburg. Yes, black and flock red also happen to be the corporate color of the ranch industries. One of the biggest black corporations doing business with the U.S. government. Their work is secret, but our reporting suggests they have Defense Department contracts in the hundreds of billions. Might those contracts include research into biometrical weapons? Undoubtedly. Launch has his fingers in every chemical, viral, and nerve weapon used in every global conflict of the past 25 years. Mulder, what are you thinking? Park was a biochemist killed by something inside his head that existed with enough force to make it look like a suicide. So excited, his body freaking. You think it's weapons technology? His sister said he never killed himself because he was determined not to give them what they wanted. Them was Ranch Industries. You think Park was reviewing their work for the government? Defense Department contracts are worth billions of dollars. If he was going to redirect one of them, I'd say that's a motive for murder. Wouldn't you, Scully? DC fairways and driving range at 10:30 p.m. Thwack. 150. The. You wanted to see me? The FBI came. They're asking questions about Noah Park. Let them ask. Just don't give them any answers. And how long can we stonewall? You have to admit the timing of his death is strange. What are you insinuating? Nothing. Just that the way that he died, he was working on it might look suspicious. That's why no one is going to find out. What about this FBI agent Mulder? Let me take care of Mulder. Knock, knock, knock. Mulder, I know you're in there. I saw your light from the street. Open up. It's better you don't come in, Scully. Go home. Mulder, I need to talk to you. Don't make me shout through the door. Click. You look terrible. I think they're bugging my apartment. They? Yeah. Ranch Industries. They're a government contractor, but they operate outside the government, Scully. Outside the law. Mulder, listen to me. You're being paranoid. Taking some huge leaps in logic. We don't even know for sure if Park was murdered. Well, he was murdered, Scully, and they'd kill me too. Just to keep us from proving it. I'm not going to let them. That's just what Noah Park told his sister, Mulder, before he died. Go on, Scully. It's not safe here. It's not safe to talk here. I'm worried about you, Mulder. I'll have to see you. I'll have to see you at work in the morning. I promise. Knock, 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 knock. I hope I'm not intruding, but I needed to speak to you urgently. What's the matter? What's the matter? It's Mulder. I fear he's become paranoid about an investigation we're conducting. And what kind of investigation? Huh? What kind of investigation? It's into a suicide that may or may not have been a murder. That's why I need your help, sir. What can I do? I'm afraid Agent Mulder may harm himself. Alexandria, Virginia, 6048 a.m. Getting a late start this morning, Senator? Fox, how did you get in here? I needed to see you without anyone knowing I'm seeing you. What's this about? You sit on the Defense Appropriations Committee. Does Roche Industries have any big authorities coming up soon? I like to help you, Fox, but even if they did, you know I couldn't tell you that it's classified. Well then, now, a government scientist may have been murdered, his death disguised as a suicide to protect Roche. Oh my God, what is it? We have been reviewing weapons technologies for Roche. Something that may be relevant to what you're describing. Relevant how? I've already said too much and leave this one alone, Fox. Let me handle it if I can. Are they going to come after me? I pray to God they haven't already. Ring, ring. Agent Scully. Agent Scully, I need to speak to Agent Mulder. Well, he is not here. What's the matter? That flash drive from Roche. I thought you said it was empty. It is. Now it is not. What was in the drive? It's not what's in the drive, it's what's on it. Knock, knock, knock. Agent Mulder, it's Walter Skinner. Open up, please, now. And this is how Agent Mulder looked when he opened the door. It says to be continued. So come back in 2 weeks. We'll see what's going on with Mulder in the X-Files. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.